Hey everybody, what's up out there in football land? It's your girl Sonia Pearson with another edition of All Things Football from Ladies Perspective. Today is Wednesday, October 4th, 2023, and I'm here to do the Week 4 recap of the NFL. Now we're going to do a little something different here tonight. First, we're going to go according to the standings, and so you can see where your team is at the top of your division. Now at the AFC East, we have the Buffalo Bills at number 1. Welcome back, Damar Hamlin. So good to see him on the field. The Miami Dolphins are number 2. Despite them putting that 70-pointer up last week, this week they lost, and they only put up 20 points against their opponent. The New England Patriots are 1-3, and they are third in the AFC East. Sitting at the bottom is the New York Jets. However, Zach Wilson has looked really good, and Aaron is actually saying, hey, I'm going to get through this physical therapy thing, and I'm coming back before this year is over with. So watch out, Zach. It was questioned if they were going to get Matt Ryan to try to help him out a little bit so that they could make a true push for the playoffs, or even Kirk Cousins when Minnesota was 0 and just 0 all the way through. But, of course, now the Vikings have gotten their first win against the Panthers, who, by the way, Bryce looked really good. The O-line did not. And despite a 99-yard reception, a pick six, courtesy of Kirk Cousins and our Carolina defense by Sam Franklin Jr., the Panthers still lost. So we still have not won a game. But don't worry, I'm still representing straight out of Carolina all day, every day. All right, the AFC West, the Chiefs sitting pretty at the top despite the Taylor Swift effect and the fact that they almost lost to the Jets the other night. And they held them to 20 points. Travis Kelce saying, calm down, everybody. It is not what you think it is. Calm down with the Taylor Swift effect. But you guys know she has her own folks, and that's just how she brings it. The Chargers are number 2. The Raiders are number 3. And the Broncos are sitting at the bottom with Sean Payton making all these derogatory remarks against previous coaches. Now your defense is now ranked one of the worst since 1985 for that organization. Sean, get it together. I don't know if Russell's going to be able to hang around much longer with this type of production, but clearly getting a new coach is not what the issue is. The AFC North, Lamar Jackson and company sitting at the top. The Steelers, Mike Tomlin saying, hey, we're not satisfied at being number 2. We're going to be making changes real soon. Number 3 is the Browns. And number 4, Cincy, Joe Burrow with that injury, but he's playing, but he's not. Sitting at the bottom of the AFC North, a strange position for them to be in, especially on going into week 5. The AFC South, the Indianapolis Colts are number 1. The Texans are number 2. The Jaguars are in the 3rd position, and the Titans are in the last position. Now, the Colts with Anthony Richardson are really looking like they have their quarterback whisperer for them, as well as the Texans, C.J. Stroud, who will be hosted by the Atlanta Falcons on this Sunday in Atlanta. C.J. Stroud got the Texans at 500, so they're looking really good. The Falcons, not so sure as to who the whole quarterback fiasco is. Now, Arthur Smith, the coach, of course, says, no, we're sticking with Derek Ritter despite those 2 back-to-back interceptions over across the pond with the Jaguars, who, by the way, are still sitting across the pond to play their next opponent on Sunday. But everyone is saying, hey, give Taylor Heinicke a chance. Taylor was good at Carolina. He was also formidable in Washington. And now he's just sitting pretty with the Falcons just modeling the uniform. I don't know what Falcon fans are going to do, but it's going to be very difficult to pack those stands out on Sunday now that the Falcons have dropped 2 in a row. Tennessee Titans, Derrick Henry and crew looking decent, but they're still at the bottom of that division. Now, on over to the NFC Conference. NFC East, the Eagles, are you surprised? Jalen Hurts, and everybody's sitting really pretty up there, 4-0, one of the only undefeated teams in the league right now. The Cowboys right behind them, 3-1 with Dak and his defense. And the Washington Commanders are hanging in there with an even 500, 2-2. And the Giants have only won 1 game, sitting at the bottom of the NFC East at 1-3. The 49ers top out the NFC West. Brock Purdy. Congratulations to Christian McCaffrey for surpassing the record previously held by Jerry Rice of the 12 touchdowns extension over 12 games. That record has been in place since 1987 when Christian was not even born. Christian just hit his 13th tutty in a row for 13 games, surpassing Jerry Rice's record. Congratulations, CMC. The second position goes to Seattle And the Seattle Seahawks with Geno Smith and crew, they are 3-1, only losing one game. The LA Rams 2-2 at 500, followed by the Cardinals at 1-3. The NFC North, the top, Dan Campbell and his crew, 3-1. The Lions, and by the way, the Lions just welcomed back their running back who has been out for quite a spell here. And so, but Dan is saying he doesn't know if he's going to play him. Jameson Williams coming back from a gambling suspension. Now, you guys probably don't remember when he was drafted, he was already injured in the playoff game in Georgia. So, I don't know. He just can't catch a break. But anyway, Lions are sitting pretty at the top. Packers are number 2. Jordan Love and crew getting it done. The Vikings are 1-3, capturing that first win against Carolina. And the Bears are now 0-4. And Justin Fields is ad nauseum frustrated with the Bears. So don't be surprised if there's some quarterback shifts, not just on his part, but on the franchise's part as well. NFC South, my division, Tampa Bay sitting at the top, 3-1. Baker Mayfield, former Panther as well, down there getting it done. Falcons 2-2 at 500. The New Orleans Saints are also 2-2 at 500, and the Panthers are at 0-100, if there's such a thing. We haven't won anything, you guys. But that's our truth, and hopefully we'll turn things around. I think Bryce looked really good. But with the O-line, what we had, don't be surprised of all the stuff that goes down. Now, let me go ahead and tap into you guys getting on with your fantasy going into week number 5. Some people that you can be looking out for so that you can know who to start or sit. Now, the top 10, as always, is always Patrick Mahomes and a whole bunch of quarterbacks. But don't be too careful to put Pacheco. I know a lot of you guys have put Kamara in since he's back and Pacheco. But, the experts are saying, no, don't put them in just yet. We're not ready for them. And, in fact, you may just want to chill out with that. So, our week 5 fantasy, I'm going to give you that right now so you can know who to sit or start for week 5, and it's updated like right away. This is brought to you by ESPN. That's where I get my little stuff from. But Christian McCaffrey, Anthony Jefferson, Jalen Hurts, Patrick Mahomes is number 1 as always. Josh Allen, a bunch of quarterbacks, y'all. Devontae Adams, wide receiver. Tyreek Hill, Tua Tagovailoa, and Anthony Richardson rounds out the top 10 positions of your fantasy. Let me see if I missed anything, you guys, before I get off of here. I have to make this super quick. On a sad note, Randy Gregory has been released from the Broncos. Sean Payton saying if there's no trade for him in the next 48 hours, regardless, he's going to be gone. And the Chargers have now sent J.C. Jackson back to the Patriots for a 2025 late round pick. That's all I got for you guys this week. Make sure you catch Sunday Night Football, Cowboys versus 49ers, and tomorrow night, Thursday Night Football on Amazon Prime, Commanders and Bears matchup. Have a great night. Good luck to your team. And as always, go Panthers.